Hey guys, welcome back to Review Right, or if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Obviously, it's been a while since I posted, but I'm back and I'm here to stay. I have a whole new reviewing system which I think will work a lot better and give you guys a better idea of the fault and strengths of each pencil. So, I got this pencil from this representative from an Amazon store called NicPro. Now, full transparency, I thought this was just another one of those Amazon stores with like a whole bunch of letters and random vowels that are supposed to be like a real company or whatever. Like AXBRTRJ. Like that's supposed to be a real company on Amazon. So they reached out to me and I looked into it and I was like, sure, why not? Freebies, you know? So, yeah. These are $12 if you're to go and buy them yourself. So $12, and then obviously it has 240 pieces of lead, 120 for each pencil, because there's two different lead sizes. There's a 0.71, which is what I'm holding. Hopefully you can see that little indicator there that shows you that it's 0.7 millimeters. And this one is 0.5. So it's nice that it comes with a range, but then again, I'm not going to be reviewing these things. I'm not like a full stationary review channel. I just talk about mechanical pencils because that's what I enjoy, and I think I'm good at it, hopefully. So, here we go. Oh, and the lead cap just screwed off. We'll talk about that later. So, oh, and now okay, so we're having a bunch of malfunctions with this pencil already. We're getting foreshadowing. So, we'll take away $2 for these freebies to get $10 for each of these pencils. Divided by 2 is $5 for each pencil. So we'll put that in the $5 price range once we get the reviewing sheet out. But yeah, because we can't compare a $5 pencil to a $40 pencil. So obviously we're going to be comparing it to other pencils nearby. What it claims to have is a non-slip grip, which is this knurled metal. The ideal weight balance with a full metal barrel. So yes, it is full metal. I don't know if this is. I really can't tell. But we'll talk more about that later. It feels really plastic. So it has a metal threaded anti-skidding pen tube. It feels like they just added a bunch of keywords there to, I don't know, look more legit. But I think the pen tube is talking about this. It is knurled. They call it threaded. I've heard that once or twice before, but knurled is more common. And full metal body. They've already talked about that twice. And then it says that it's for drawing, engineering, writing, and dafting. Now, I love myself 2 good dafting pencils. You know, those are great to have on hand. And obviously, it's a value pack with 2 lead sizes. Now, I do think it's a good deal for all of this, but we'll talk more about what I think about the pencils, because let's just say that just because they sent me these for free, it doesn't mean that I'm going to give it a good review. So, let's move on to comfort. Now, we have this whole review sheet here that I've set up. Obviously, this is $1 to $5, because we have the $5 calculation here. And we'll first talk about comfort, because our old criteria used to be comfort, usability, and value for money, but I changed that for functionality, because I think that makes more sense. So, comfort. How is the grip? So, I think the knurling isn't tight enough. If you have a mechanical pencil, you want the knurling to be pretty tight, because the smaller these little squares are in the knurled grip, the more it'll be tactile. So let me try to focus my camera here, because obviously it's not working. So yeah, these are so small you can barely see them on camera. So that means that this pencil is really tactile. Now, this is the Graph Gear 500, and obviously these are 2 really similar pencils. They have the same kind of ridges here, they have the same knurled idea, and big tips. Now, I thought it was just a coincidence that these are the same. You can make your own resolution. You can figure out if it's a little more than a friendly borrow. But I'm not trying to get sued because I don't have lawyers. So the grip design, I think it's okay. The horizontal ridges that are the same as the Graph Gear 500, they do save the day because these knurled squares aren't small enough for it to be considerably tactile. We'll call it that. So these ridges obviously help, and they're pretty durable. So I think they'll scratch if you drop them or, you know, you throw it on accident. I don't know. But I don't think any more will happen besides scratching. So for grip design, I don't like the knurled. So we'll give it a 2 out of 5 because these horizontal ridges save the day. Ooh, that's not a very pretty 2. So, and then for material quality, we'll give it a 3 out of 3 because it's metal, you know, it can't really break that easily. Now, functionality. We have 11 points in this one. Sorry, I forgot to mark that this is 5 out of 8. 2 plus 3. I am doing quick maths. Okay. So, functionality. It jams. The jams. Let's talk about the jams. So I was writing notes. I wrote 2 pages of notes, and we'll play a little game. We have 4 options. Okay, this is multiple choice, so it's much easier. How many times did it jam? Did it jam 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, or no jams? So we'll play a little bit of not Price is Right music because that is copyrighted, and again, I don't want to get sued, but the answer is C. When in doubt, pick C. It jammed 3 times during 2 pages of notes, which is incredibly terrible. Now, that I think warrants a 1 out of 5. So we'll write that down and then I'll talk about why. I have never had a pencil jam this much. And this is like exponentially more surprising because if we take off that tip and I get it to focus here. Okay, so now you can see that this is a brass triple claw clutch, which is actually mentioned in their website, but I didn't decide to, you know, touch on that during the claims because it's terrible. Now, I don't know if this is a quality control issue or what, but it's just not good. Like, I've never had it do it that much. The tip also unscrews while you're writing. I think we saw that earlier. I don't know if it was this take because I've had several takes now. But the tip did unscrew while I was writing. So the eraser cap is also not secure. As you can see, it didn't take much. So we'll actually compare it to the graph gear because the graph gear is cheaper. It's $4. So this one, it has a super long cap, which is pretty thoughtful and it's good engineering because if you're going to have the cap go into the pencil like this, it needs to be long so that it has that kind of wiggle room. Because say if I do that to this pencil and I shake it up and down, then this isn't going to come off. Sure, it'll come loose a little bit, but it's not going to come off. However, if I do it with this pencil, which goes in a couple millimeters, to be honest, and then I start shaking it, it'll just come off. So, I mean, it's pretty concerning. It doesn't come with extras, so you might just lose it one day. But, yeah, you'll always have these tiny erasers to rely on. But we'll talk about that later in the erasability category, which comes next. This category is unfortunately not a race for running out of eraser. So, this eraser is beautifully tight. It's minuscule. This eraser's minusculity, is that even a word? But I don't know if it's a word. If it isn't, that's what this pencil deserves. It deserves a brand new word to talk about how tiny its eraser is. Look at that. That's it's gonna last you like, especially with all of these. If you add all of these up, I bet it'll last you a month on regular use. That's how little it gives you. So, they're also not available for extra purchasing on NicPro's website, which is pretty sad, considering that you just can't get more. So, once you run out of these on the side, you're done. And, yeah, it's pretty sad considering how tiny they are. Also, they're dry. So, we got the double trouble here. It sounds like nails on chalkboard when you're erasing. So, we'll just draw a little, oh, wait. Let's wait for this brass mechanism to actually work. Okay. So if we just scribble a little and then we decide to erase it, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's not pretty. It's just we'll compare it with the graph gear again. Let's scribble a little, much smoother writing, and then we decide to erase it. Oh, you can barely hear it. So that's how an eraser should be, in my opinion. I don't think you should be hearing it from across the room. But yeah, we will give it a beautiful 1 out of 3. It's number 1 in terms of getting ones. So durability, this is where it exceeds. Because obviously, like I said, I'm not sure about the all metal body, but if you see, I'm putting a lot of pressure on it, and it's not giving. Like, it's not bending at all. It's pretty good. So I do believe that it's all metal. When I first felt it, it felt like plastic to the touch, just because it's not as cold as this metal grip. But it might snap with weight, because like things that don't give as much, obviously if you put a lot of weight on them, they'll snap. But I really don't see that happening. I think it'll only scratch with normal use. And yeah, we'll give this a 3 out of 3. Kind of made it up here, but we got 2 5s, so 5 out of 11 for that one. Now, value for money. I think it's decent for the price. It has an adequate grip. It's pretty good for the $5 price. Obviously, you can get that with other pencils, like the Graph Gear 500. In reality, I would recommend this over the NicPro. This was also a value pack. I have a video on it. I'll link it probably up there or in the description. One of the two. But yeah, poor quality control in terms of the clutch and the clip, which slides up and down, as I said before. It's frustrating. I'd be frustrated if I spent $5 on this pencil and the only kind of shining feature I could find was the grip, because that's just face value. So it has pretty good features. I'll give it a 2 out of 3. The brass clutch will last a while, even if it jams every 5 minutes. But it gets a 1 out of 5 for the delivery of the features, because brass clutch, yuck. No 3 jams, please. I don't want that in my mechanical pencil order. So we'll give it a 3 out of 8. So I calculated all of this beforehand, and the average rating is a 4 out of 10, which it's just not very good. This is probably one of the least high-rated pencils on the channel. I don't think I mean, if this is what you're looking for, if you want a good value pack that'll last you a while, and you are okay with jams and dealing with that, then you do you, okay? Who am I to judge? You can get this pencil. I'd say the value pack is pretty good value, obviously. I've never seen a pencil come with this much, but maybe that's to make up for something. Maybe they're compensating for something. I don't know. But if you're looking for another dafting pencil, as they said on their website, then I would definitely recommend the Graph Gear 500. It's better. It has its faults. I've had this clip fall off before. Oh, maybe I pushed on that too hard. So yeah, the clip falls off. No pencil is perfect. I'm not saying that just to make up and compensate for this pencil, because it's not perfect. I'll admit it. But it is more reliable. Never had it jam. It's a good value. It comes with a good value pack. Sorry, but yeah, there are better options out there that won't fall apart while you're writing. And they wanted me to put a discount code in the description. So no judgment. Okay, maybe just a little judgment. Okay, I'm done. I'm done trying to put that back together. So yeah, you can make your own financial decision and decide to buy this pencil if you really want. There are discount codes available, like I said. They're in the description down here. And thanks for watching, and I hope you have a notable day. Bye!